Hey everyone, I'm a little frustrated because I just spent several minutes filming this book called Video for You, and then my movie maker decided that it did not want to work correctly and the words weren't matching up and it looked horrible. So I decided that I was going to go ahead and try to redo it and hope that my computer was going to cooperate with me today. I am using the webcam on my computer along with the movie maker that comes on it, and so I know it's probably not the best option. But for now, as I'm starting out, it's really all that I have. So today I thought I would film a little bit of a book haul for you, I guess my June book haul. I got quite a few books before this in June since it's the end of the month. However, I've already sort of shared those on my blog through stacking the shelves and different things, and so I'm not going to go through all of them. Yesterday, I did drive in town about an hour to see some of my friends. We live about an hour away from where I work and where all my friends live, and so I don't go in very often to spend a lot of time with them. But yesterday we decided to meet up, and we went to this little outdoor mall, which also has a Barnes & Noble, and across the street is a very good half-price books. So needless to say, we ended up going to both of them, and I got quite a few books. So I'm going to share what I got at half-price books first, and then I will move on to what I found at Barnes & Noble. Okay, so the first book I found at half-price books is Lullaby by Amanda Hocking. This is actually book 2 in the Water Song series, and I do not have book 1. However, this was there for $1, and it's a series that I really want to read, so I figured I would go ahead and pick this one up while it was on sale, and then I would find the other ones later. The next thing I picked up is Sarah's Key by Tatiana de Rosnay. I don't read a lot of adult literature, adult fiction. However, I've heard great things about this book, and it was on the clearance shelf for $1, so I really couldn't pass it up. The next thing I got is Life as We Knew It, and this is part of the Last Survivors series, maybe a trilogy. I don't know a lot about it, but I've seen good reviews on Goodreads, and this is the first book, and they had it there, so I went ahead and picked it up. The next one is The Dead and the Gone, which is the next one in the Last Survivors series, also by Susan Beth Pfeiffer. And so since I had both of them, I figured I would go ahead and pick up the first two, and I would be able to get started on the series. The next thing I got is a book that I actually considered buying in hardcover when it was released. However, I went through reviews of people that read it early and reviewed it, and they weren't too pleased with the book compared to the author's other works. So I decided to go ahead and wait. I was going to wait for paperback, and then I found it in hardcover on sale at half-price books, so I went ahead and got it, and that is The Here and Now by Amber Shares. I really liked her Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants series, so I was disappointed when people weren't thrilled with this one. However, I think I'm going to go ahead and give it a try since it was on sale. I went ahead and picked it up. The next book is actually one that I got for a blogger in a swap that I did, and after I picked it up, I decided that it sounded really good and I actually wanted to read it too. So that is Evermore by Alison Noel. It just sounds really good. I don't know a lot about it. I know it's a series, and I thought I would give it a try. The last 3 books are all part of the Pretty Little Liars series by Sarah Shepard. I've decided to start collecting the series, and I have the first 5 books, and so every time I go to a half-price books or something, I try to see if they have any of the other ones, especially in paperback, since I'm trying to stick with that, and they had 3 of them. So I picked up Killer, which is book 6 in the series. I also got Heartless, which is book 7. And then the last one I picked up was Stunning, which is actually book 11, so I'm going to have to find some between now and then in order to continue with the whole series. Okay, so that's everything I got at half-price books. Now we'll move on to what I got at Barnes & Noble. Usually I do not buy a lot of books at Barnes & Noble, if I'm being honest. I'm not always thrilled with their prices, just because hardcovers are always the same price no matter how big or small the book is. And I'm just not okay with that, so usually I stick to half-price books or Amazon. However, I was there yesterday, and some of the books I found were books I've been wanting for a while, and since they were all paperback, I decided to go ahead and give them a shot. The first one is not one I meant to pick up. I wasn't looking for it, but then on the way to the register, I saw it and it was on sale, so I went ahead and picked it up, and that is Something Borrowed by Emily Griffin. Now, I really enjoy the movie of this book. I don't know if you've seen it. It's a chick book, of course, but it's really good and I really enjoy it, so I thought I would give the book a shot. The next 2 are the rest of the Delirium series by Lauren Oliver. I already owned the first one in paperback, so when I saw that they had the last two in paperback as well, I just had to pick them up. So we have Pandemonium by Lauren Oliver, and we have Requiem by Lauren Oliver. The next one is an author that I've heard lots of great things about, but I've never actually read any of her books. Her newest one is out in hardcover, and it's actually the one that I really, really want to read, but I'm doing the books and blogger swap, and I'm pretty sure my swap partner, Sarah, may have picked up the book for me, and so I was a little hesitant to buy it because I didn't want to get something she may have gotten for me. So I ended up getting her book, Second Chance Summer, and this is by Morgan Matson. I've heard great things about her books, especially the Amy and Roger's Epic Detour, but I have not read any of them yet. So I'm really looking forward to reading this one. I really like the cover. It's shiny, so that's nice. The last one is one that I'm embarrassed to admit as a contemporary lover that I have not read yet. And now that they've done the new cover and it's in paperback and they had it there yesterday, one copy, I decided I definitely needed to pick it up. And that is Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. I really, really love this cover. It looks even better in person than it did online. I don't know very much about this book. I mean, I've heard bits and pieces from other booktubers and other reviews, but I'm not sure of the specifics. I do know it's supposed to be great, and I do know that I've waited way too long to read it, so I'm going to do that now. Alright, so that is all I picked up in this haul, which is actually quite a bit. I've been on a bit of a book buying binge lately, and I probably need to calm down with that because I have so many books on my shelves that I still have not read. However, I really can't help but buy books when I go into a bookstore, so I'll have to try to avoid them, I guess, in the future. That is all I have for now. If you've read any of these books and you have any information about them, if you liked them, didn't like them, go ahead and leave a comment and we can chat about it, and I will see you guys next time.